reviewing the news, pop culture, video games, movies, and shoes. Quincy and Justin with a nerdy forecast. So stay a while and welcome to the Ugly Mugs Podcast.
Welcome to the Ugly Mugs Podcast. I'm your host, Justin.
I'm your other host, Quincy.
How you doing over there, Q?
I'm doing all right.
Yeah, I took a nap.
Surviving. The valley hasn't been as hot lately, so that's been nice.
Yeah, finally down into the double digits, thank God.
Yeah, the wind's been kind of nuts at night, but it's like, it's nice to wake up to it having kept the valley from getting too crazy.
I had to. It's getting a bit weird where a person who doesn't take naps, is like, I'm gonna take a nap.
I think it's good to take a nap every now and then. Good little refresher.
But I'll miss out on something, and then I overthink about that. But that's another tale for my therapist, not necessarily here.
Your therapist listening to this? Oh, God.
If they're listening to this, go away. Oh, hey, thank you for the subscription. Are you drinking anything special over there, Q?
Oh, I've just got the normal K-Cup.
Mm-hmm.
I do need to get the stream up, though. Here we go. I looked at the bottom right of my screen to see who subbed, and then went, that's your email. That is not at all the stream.
It may tell you. But I'm just drinking my Starry, my zero sugar Starry, and a bottle of water. Staying a little.
I mean, that's not bad. The zero sugar Starries are pretty good. You do have more Frescas to eventually try.
Yeah, I have been knocking. I've killed almost an entire 12-pack just because I thought it would be like lack of better words, an old person soda. Like it wouldn't be a delicious drink. No, it tasted pretty good. I actually really enjoyed it. Been playing a little bit of Silk Song, and I can see what the wait was about. There was a lot of new features that they added since the little trailer that they showed back in 2022-ish, where they were like, yeah, it's still in production. I do like how some of the enemies are, the sound quality itself. I could see myself finishing this one, but it is indeed tough. It is hard, but that's what we expect from it. There are cheat codes for this game already that make the game harder, not easier. And yeah, I'm not going to be doing those anytime soon. There's literal Iron Man mode, one death. That's it. You have to restart from the beginning if you die. I don't think I'm going to be doing that.
They have a mode like that on Arkham Origins. And I have died at the same spot every single time I have tried it.
Is it early on or is it like far into it?
It's a decent chunk into the game. Like it's not the end of the game, but it's the Firefly battle on the bridge.
Oh, okay. It's not a particular boss?
It's a boss battle. Like it's a full blown fire. It's boss battle against Firefly.
Oh, Firefly. I thought you said firefight.
No, Firefly. And I get right towards the end of it, like each time, and he fucking gets me.
The last time I did anything Iron Man was, I think, XCOM Enemies Unknown, and I just lost my first two guys right off the rip, and I said, I don't think I want to do this anymore.
Okay, so it is the quote-unquote 15th episode or chapter, whatever you want to call it, of the main storyline.
Okay. I
make it that far in and then die.
I still need to dig into the Batman games. I'm maybe 80% of the way through Asylum, and I have all the games available.
I missed being put in the honorable mentions for Arkham Knight by one achievement that I kept telling myself I was going to go back and do on the original version of Arkham Asylum. And that, I kicked myself in the ass for that. I am currently stuck, I think, with 2 achievements left on Arkham Knight.
Yeah, they're the ones I keep watching you attempt to do, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. I know exactly the one you're talking about. And it is a
The
tough...
Killer Croc one.
Yeah, Killer Croc's Ice Club fight.
Yeah, well, yeah, you're at the Ice Club Lounge, and you're
Hmm.
fighting penguin goons, and you have to get your score up to like 1,000,000 or some shit like that. I don't remember.
Yeah.
It may not be 1,000,000, but you have to get it like super high. You have to get it like super high, and then Croc will jump in because he's also watching the fight. He'll jump in, and then you have to beat Croc, and then that is how
You get that Chivo.
but you get that achievement, yeah. And then like the other two, one of them is getting flawless free flow at the theater with like 3 different characters. And then the other one is in Crime Alley with like 3 different characters, and it's specific about which characters to not take damage. I think those are the only achievements I have left.
Not too bad. Nothing too horrendous, luckily.
He says as I've been doing it for years.
You'll get it.
For the longest time, the achievement I had left was like a certain amount of like stars from the what it's called, the Batmobile missions, and I hadn't finished those just because I didn't care to.
That's fair.
But now I've done it. It was dumb. It was just doing obstacle courses in the Batmobiles over and over again. I was like, I don't want to keep doing these.
Fair. But doop. Speaking of comic books, Image Comics has a Humble Bundle available. The 30th anniversary, I think, is what it's labeling toward. Established 1992. Oh, yeah, okay. This is their 2000s run. We've seen them do their 1990s run. We've seen them do their 2010s run. This is going back to their 2000s run, such as Spawn Origins Collection, Fear Agent, Paul Grist Kane, Strange Girl, and the entire omnibus, I might add. And it kind of just gives most of those all through, and the Age of Bronze, which I've heard is very dramatic. I don't know too much about Image Comics. I do know a bit about The Darkness, a old Xbox original game, and then Xbox 360 with the Darkness 2. Very edgy style game. All of this, it's a big 65 item bundle for $30. And it helps out BINC, B-I-N-C, the Book Industry Charitable Foundation. For more than 20 years, the Book Industry Charitable Foundation has helped bookstore and comic book store employees and owners who encounter unexpected financial crises kind of fix up and stabilize the brick and mortar bookstore community. They have provided more than $7 million in financial assistance and scholarships to more than 7,800 families. Yep.
Good shit.
Good shit. Going over to the floppy side, the physics side of the Humble Bundles. Funky Physics. $13 get you all 9 of these very strange, destructive, or not so destructive physics engines. Hard Space Shipbreaker. I played a little bit of that on Game Pass. It's fine. I don't really see much of a physics engine in space, but it's there. Instruments of Destruction, where it's kind of like Twisted Metal, but a little more demolition based. Goat Simulator 3. Have a weird spot for the Goat Simulator games, and Goat Simulator 3 adds in a bit more of a overarching story for it. What the Golf?
Goat Simulator doesn't do anything to me. It would do anything for me. Like it's just not my thing.
It has its moments. I'll play it for like 25 minutes and I'll be like, okay, I'm good for a long while. But it does have its moments. What the Golf, where it's not quite golf, but you're using other objects to get the ball to the hole. It's an interesting take on golf. Tabs, or Totally Accurate Battle Simulator, which will destroy older PCs, but have a really interesting time on new ones by adding in a shit ton of mod supports. Human Fall Flat, where you and, if you choose a couple of buddies, are just trying to get to the exit. Polybridge 2, where you're just building a bridge and hoping that it holds up under the weight of a vehicle, a bus, etc. Besiege, where you're building a old medieval style land tank to destroy a thing, or Stick Fight, the game where you and a bunch of couch friends or even online friends are beating the tar out of one another to make stick people not so much of a stick person. Not a bad bundle.
Okay.
Not a bad bundle. $13 gets you all of it, and it helps out Cool Effect, which is pretty simple. Give people the power and confidence to band together and reduce the carbon pollution that causes climate change. Yep, doop. Curve Games. I haven't really delved too much into their publishing except for Dungeons of Hinterberg. I do have the Ascent downloaded, but I've played a little bit of Dungeons of Hinterberg, and it's pretty good. $16 gets you all 12 of these items. The Badlands Crew, which I saw as this like very interesting little just strategy game, but on a vehicle where it's turn-based, but everybody's on the back of a vehicle shooting at other things, Mad Max style. I was like, oh,
Okay.
that's pretty
I
fine.
I can get behind that. That sounds interesting. I don't know how I feel about the graphics on it, but
Yeah, it is a little voxely, meat blocky-ish. It is very Witness Me though. The
yeah.
Ascent. I haven't talked too much about the Ascent, but it is an ARPG that I really should be delving into. It's very pretty, very vibrant. Top-down shooter-ish with a bit more story than your average top-down shooter, and I'll explain a little bit more when I get to another thing I want to talk about. Super Loco World, a cozy little train locomotion style game where you're just building trains, getting things from one point to the other with a little bit of a board game aspect to it. Uh, Lawn Mowing Simulator, I don't know what this game's about, honestly. Some people actually have like the want and need to mow lawns. I don't have that feel. So enjoy that one if you like that one. For the King, a kind of cozy ARPG where you're having a good time crossing lands and doing turn-based combat. It's a new age Western RPG, and I kind of really like it. Second one just dropped, and with the purchase of this, you also get 60% off of the sequel for The King 2. Kit Hack Model Club, where you are building little models that you are test flying, and it has the full physics engine. I'm kind of shocked that this one wasn't a part of the physics bundle as well, but it belongs here, of course, with the Curve Games publisher bundle. It looks wild. It looks a lot more destructive than Kerbal Space Program because, well, this is done by Floating Origin, the guys who did Kerbal Space Program. Only 5 developers, I think, were part of the original Kerbal Space Program, so it's no surprise that a couple more people added on to make a very interesting game. Speaking of interesting games that I'm not too big a fan of, but I can see it, I Am Fish, where you're a fish trying to get back to the ocean.
this is like in the same vein of like I Am Toast, right?
Kind of, but has a bit
Yeah.
more of a by any means necessary, while the toast doesn't have much of the any means necessary, just got that weird slappy noise that it has. A fish, on the other hand,
That's a great way of explaining it. Yeah.
yeah, sadly it has a slappy noise. But what's funny about it is you need to find water and survive in water areas, so that way you can gain back air and move through like the fish bowls or whatnot. And I mean, it's a neat idea on paper. I did play it for a time, and I completed the first couple of objectives, but I don't know, miss me with it, I suppose. It is very nice, very physics based, um, very liberating when you complete a very difficult map, but not my guy. Something that I am okay with is parking, and You Suck at Parking teaches you to park very quickly, and it's an okay little game. More fun with friends, trying to get either a co-op map done or one of the many strange races. And apparently they have new cross-platform and lobby systems, so you can play against randoms while also earning cosmetics for your little car. And I'm like, okay, that's kind of neat. And last but not least, Bomber Crew. This had a mobile port that I think I played for a brief time. And it is very voxely, it is very wonky, I guess I'll call it. But it's fine. It does its job well of shoot at this target. Okay, you took out that target. On to the next type of
I
objectives.
vaguely remember this game being advertised.
Yeah. It popped out not too long ago. Can I no, I can't. It won't let me do that. I'll look it up later. But this helps out the campaign against living miserably, or the CALM. The campaign against living miserably is a suicide
Killer
prevention.
name.
Yeah, especially when it's a suicide prevention charity that provides life-saving services for anyone struggling with life. They help people end their misery, not their lives, and work toward ensuring that no one feels like suicide is their only option. This one I'm going to shove down people's throats. Plus, Dungeons of Hinterberg, really good game. And last but not least, the Capcom Retro Revival Pack. 65 items. Most of this kind of fits into one of these items, and I'll explain in a second, for $20. And what comes with it is Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection, a 2023-2024 re-release of Ghosts and Goblins with a full remastered music, graphics, everything. Fantastic. I liked Ghosts and Goblins. You ever play Ghosts and Goblins? Or Ghouls and Ghosts?
I want to say I played Ghouls and Ghosts.
Mm-hmm. Fantastic game. Fantastic music.
I very much remember the name. I very much remember the name. I remember the art. But I can't guarantee that this ever actually was something I played and wasn't just something I experienced a lot of through other people.
Fair. The other one is
because we're talking a long time ago too that it would have been.
That is true. It's a 1991 maybe is when the first.
Which is technically before me.
Yeah, that is true. Another one that came about that time, a little bit after the first Dungeons and Dragons beat 'em up game. However, this one's the one that came a little bit after in the arcade. Oh no, before 1990s in the arcades, called Chronicles of Mystara. And it gets a little bit of an update 2016 kind of. And then here we have it being released, and it now has online capabilities, and it's way better. Strider, a 1989 arcade game that gets bumped up, and it looks a lot better now than it did back then. I can tell you that one for free. Like a 2.5 3D-ish graphics. Looks fantastic. Plays very stiff, but as it's supposed to. From I want to say 2020. Does it say what? No, it doesn't. Of course it doesn't. The Capcom Arcade Stadium. Now, when I say the Arcade Stadium, it is including all of the games below, such as Street Fighter 2 in 4 different ways, both Turbo, Hyper Fighting, and the World Fighter. All 3 of the alphas, Alpha, Alpha 2, and Alpha 3. The original Street Fighter, Puzzle Fighter 2, Gem Fighter, Mega Man 1 and 2, the fighting games, not the originals. Captain Commando, Final Fight, Warriors of Fate, Battle Circuit, the original Ghouls and Ghosts, Ghosts and Goblins, Bionic Commando, 1942 through 1944, and 19XX. 1941 is also in here. Giga Wing, I'm going to skip Pro Gear, I don't recommend Pro Gear at all. Commando, Vampire Savior, Darkstalkers, Night Warriors, Cyberbots, which is super fucking cool. Knights of the Round, Magic Sword, both are the direct sequel of one another. King of Dragons, which I believe comes after Knights of the Round. Saturday Night Slam Masters, which is an old school wrestling game with a few very strange Fist of the North Star references. it's super wild. Now we're getting into the more unique of the games, such as Mega Twins, a old Mega Drive game, Black Tiger, a RPG game that is not exactly fun, but you have to use your brain a lot. Tiger Road, another big old thinky game. Capcom Sports Club, what would be coming after the SNES versions of like golf and all of that. Last Duel, the Speed Rumbler, Forgotten Worlds, and then it kind of gets into the really obscure stuff such as Gunsmoke and Powered Gear. Those ones I kind of recommend, but they're still very old. $20 gets you all of that, and it helps out the Children's Miracle Network hospitals and those hot air balloons. Since 1983, Children's Miracle Network Hospitals has raised more than $5 billion, most of it $1 at a time, through their charity's Miracle Balloon Icon. Yippee for medical treatments. Those were the Humble Bundles. There's a couple more things through the Humble Bundle store, as well as the bundles have a few book bundles that are still available, so go and check those out below. Badoop. I'm not going to go too deep into the Destiny stuff this week, but Destiny Ash and Iron dropped yesterday, and I thought I would be like, oh man, finally, we're going back to the Plaguelands. This is going to be so fun. No, I can't really say that. But they did show off a 10-minute, almost 11-minute long Renegades trailer for next season. To which I'm like, God, you guys really know how to bridge chaos. Because this season, not really feeling it. I'm going to probably finish it up, get everything I want to from it. They did add some quality of life changes, such as if you didn't complete a season pass, but you're working on this one, you can go to a kiosk where you can purchase old either suits of full armor sets, the ornaments, the shaders if you happen to miss out on those, or even the emotes if you happen to miss out. Now, if you weren't around during those seasons at all, you can spend, I think it's 500 or 600 silver to unlock it, so that way you can purchase those ones using the new currency. As of right now, aside from the season pass, there is no way to earn this new currency except for the season pass. But hopefully there will be something later on that allows you to acquire it over a course of time. Being able to go back and purchase old things is always great, but not really my cut. Ash and Iron so far, it's fine. Renegades, however, with all the Star Wars stuff, the lightsaber stuff, the fact that you get an AT walker and you get to kind of just wander around, a nice little roguelite thing where you get to put down turrets and power them up. It's all fine. I'm just, why do we have to wait an extra 87 days now? That's the only issues that I'm having with Destiny right now. Otherwise, it's still an okay game.
Yeah, I'm now a Helldiver, and I worry that Helldivers is eventually going to hit the same thing that I ran into with Destiny, where it's like, oh hey, we're just doing the same thing on repeat.
They are adding a lot of fresh content. I don't think so.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's good. I want that.
And I'm hoping they did drop the new exotic that will be coming out in October, which is a giant axe. I'm kind of excited for that, I guess. But we'll see.
I did see a helmet that's very Judge Dredd.
In Helldivers or in Deadity?
In Helldivers.
In Helldivers? Oh, yeah.
And,
okay, yeah.
Yeah. And so, like, that's one that's something I'm pretty interested in.
And I'm happy that the community also did a huge U-turn where they were like, man, fuck the Xbox players, we're gonna kill all the Xbox players as soon as they spawn in. And there were a bunch of people who were like, I'm here to helldive. I'm not here to harass people because they're playing. They're here with us, not here against us. and there were people who were dropping their like they were pulling out their stratagems to drop multiple pods so that way they would have a weapon to pick up. Because starting off, you don't really get a lot of weapon drops. So, having other Helldivers share their stratagems is actually kind of neat. And I'm hoping that keeps going all through your experience. Because you're a new
Well,
Hecktimer.
we will see.
Yes. But something that should have been a thing already is finally a thing. PlayStation now has a family app. And Xbox already had pretty much this, not as an app, but as a onboard thing with the Xbox. Now, I've never fucked around in the settings of my PS4, but did they have a family setting? Or am I weird at thinking that?
I don't. I feel like there was like a very light ability.
Okay, well, now there's a full-blown PlayStation family app. You can have easy setup for the profiles. They can manage spending limits. They can ask for permission on spending, so that way they're not just buying all willy-nilly. They have the age-based presets, so that way they're not trying to ask for Helldivers. They're going to be asking for things like Astrobot or, things down a little bit lower. Playtime, so that way they can be scheduled for the days that they're allowed to play. And the moderated online interactions, which, honestly, that just kind of falls down to the parenting. Like, if you're allowing your kid to play Call of Duty, that's on you that they're now open to being called all those names or what have you.
I mean, you shouldn't be letting your kids play Call of Duty, especially not online.
Especially not online. But I did watch a couple TikToks that were very humorous of I think he was 12, 13, and he was, obviously going ham on the microphone, and the guy was like, all right, I'm gonna get the police on the line and you're gonna get in so much trouble, and the kid was just losing it. And I don't know, I find that kind of entertainment enjoyable because it's both teaching the kid a lesson, but I don't know. I am very much one of those that would like to handle the issue at the cause. Like, if there was a kid in my game, I'll be like, boy, what are you doing? Don't you have homework to do? Instead of getting the game done. But dude, going over the other side of things, this car is an Xbox. That is the name of this campaign that they're pushing. Or, this is an Xbox that goes vroom.
I'm not sure that we should be combining distracting electronics with vehicles.
Well,
Just put it out there. That seems like bad marketing.
it does seem a little bit like bad marketing, but LG and Xbox come together to make these headrest style tablets that go in the back of the headrest of the driver and the front passenger, so that way you can play Xbox games. And it has like a little dolly down below that you can put your controller into, and they show a nondescript vehicle, and I'm like, I don't really give a damn about this nondescript looking Tesla car SUV. If it had a brand, I probably would have been like, oh, okay. But no, this was their marketing point. I don't know why the fuck they were showing us the vehicle. To be able to have your backseat individuals playing Xbox Cloud is an interesting idea. I grew up with Pimp My Ride, where they put in consoles and actually
God, so many of those cars were so terrible.
They were, but they made them look halfway adequate at the very end, or throw in a an Xbox or whatever into wherever they could with the TV, and you didn't need to do cloud gaming. However, we are now in an age where 5G can now carry cloud gaming. Do you think this is a good idea?
It being in the back seat, you want to go on a road trip, let your kid play a game. I don't see that necessarily as a bad thing. Game Boys were a thing, phones are a thing. Like, it's not a bad thing, provided the kid doesn't get motion sickness and doesn't barf all over the car.
That is
That
true.
being said, I see this very quickly being you pick the kid up from school, the kid is immediately on the game. You take the kid to school, the kid is immediately on the game. You run to the grocery store, you go to the dentist, you this, that, the other. Anything and everything you do. The kid is just now completely glued to a screen, which they already are with their phones, and again, parent your kids. But I feel like we're very much crossing that line there now.
Okay. I can see as soon as the child gets in after school, sure, I guess. Up until we get home, fine. Going to school, you're waking up. I don't see video games being very nourishing unless it's, something smart. So that controller is in the glove box. Uh, However, I don't know. As soon as you're done with school, I I kind of understand. But yeah, no, you're right. This is a bit of the eyes are stuck on a screen if they're in the back seat.
Yeah. See, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of that.
Yeah, I'm chaotic neutral. I concur with the idea of we had Game Boys and man oh man did I go through batteries.
Well, I was thinking, again, at least our shit died. But
Mm,
again, that we shouldn't be dependent on batteries dying to parent the kids.
right.
My mom plenty of times told me to get the fuck off the Game Boy. Not like that, but yeah.
Hmm. Very chaotic neutral, but I'm glad that LG decided to power their web OS style Xbox Cloud beta. I just hope that it does well in its markets. But there was a few indie games that rolled out through a bunch of what was it called? Let me scroll up a little bit. I remember it had a name. The Acclaim Showcase 2025, and nothing really unique stuck out to me. Like a game called Pixel Washer, where it's pretty much Power Wash Simulator, but done in a top-down fashion. Not really anything much to talk about. Hyper Yuki, which is probably the more outrageous ones, but it's SSX. It's the snowboarding game from 2014. Going down a little bit, it talks more about other introductories, but add-ons for Sims 4, Marvel Rivals, the finals. Not really much was added on. But one game did stick its head out called Thunderbound. Oh, and the sound was on. And with Thunderbound, it's a
Way to
top.
go.
Yeah, that's me. With Thunderbound, it's a top-down shoot 'em up, and you and another person can literally needs to stick together to get through this weird tower that someone owns and is kind of harassing the public with. And I was like, okay, I kind of enjoy the Smash TV style gameplay. However, there is actual co-op elements to it, such as explosive high fives, where if you are near your ally, if they need a pickup or if they're surrounded, you give them an explosive high five that causes everything around them to explode, such as
That
right
doesn't
there.
happen when you high five people.
No, not really.
Oh.
But I will say it was very unique in its delivery. However, once again, not very unique on its overall gameplay. I've seen many of these games that are very similar, where it's just a bunch of zombies running at people, and you have to either hunker down or fight. It's very reminiscent. But the acclaims were very nice as far as art and artistry of how they're getting their games out. Oh, but Hyper Mega Tech drops yet another new thing that is kind of cool. I enjoyed Neo Geo for its time, and now there is a Neo Geo Super Pocket at only $69. These things, the Neo Geo handhelds as well as the cartridges themselves, are currently probably going for more than $200 a piece, both game and the cartridge. Now, this being a emulation system and being able to play their new Evercade style cartridges means that it opens itself up for both the Neo Geo games as well as their Evercade titles. And I was like, well, how many of those Evercade games? There's a lot. There's a lot of Evercade titles. And a lot. I'm still swiping. So it has most of the Commodore 64 moved over. It has most of the Neo Geo arcade, Taito arcades. Most of the arcade from the Galaco, Atari, and the Pico Interactives. If you go back a little bit, it's got Rare Interactive, Crystal Dynamics, the Tomb Raider, the original ones, where it's Chronicles and Last Revelation. Uh,
I'm glad to see like this stuff isn't just becoming lost media. You
oh
know what
yeah,
I mean?
oh yeah. Legacy of Kain. Crystal Dynamics seems to have done a lot of handhelds with them. Plus some odd ones such as the Duke Nukem Collection 1 and 2. It features a bunch of the very odd ones, I might add. The Duke Nukem 1 and 2 remastered, where it's the side-scrolly boop, and then Duke Nukem 3D Total Meltdown. Now, it's the 32-bit version, so it looks crunchy, but it plays flawlessly, apparently. Because, you can't really play something over 64-bit on a little handheld. It's not too easy. Then you go back a little bit, and you got the Codemasters Collection, which is, I believe, all of the original I want to say this is Commodore 64 ones, Psycho Pinball, Tennis All Stars, and all that. But I concur with you. I'm glad that this is not going to be lost media. Evercade has slowly made sure that anything from the past, God, 40 years is still going to be playable. And they're not too cheap, though. I believe they are $20. $20 a piece. Hang on, let me.
Wait, $20 each.
Yeah. Oh. Can I? I'm in. 25 pounds, so about 30, probably 30 USD. I don't know why the fuck I'm in Europe. Eh, I'm not in Europe.
Are they not selling them US?
We're available worldwide. Find a stockist near you, and it just says, oh, it has a drop down. It didn't look like a drop down before.
Oh, okay. I did the conversion. It's $33.82, 25 pounds to
Okay.
US. That's the base charge for the US price. Yeah, okay. So actually, technically, it's a dollar cheaper in the US.
Okay. So with their new Neo Geo stuff, they're already sold out, by the way, on the US market. $32.99 for the Arcade Collection 3 that has one of my favorite games, King of Fighters 97. And then if you wanted to get 2 and 3 for $60, a little bit of a savings, that one is how do I see what's on number 2? Well, fine, I'll just go over here then. Garu Mark of the Wolves, Metal Slug 2, Ninja Commando, Sengoku 2, Cross Swords, and Art of Fighting 2. Fantastic games from Neo Geo. But yeah, that's kind of pricey. There's a couple pre-orders now for Llamasoft. I don't know anything from Llamasoft.
Real quick, I just saw not the Epic Game reset for tomorrow. Ghost Runner 2.
Ooh, that's a fantastic one to grab if you have an Epic Games account. Go ahead and grab that. I was gonna be very mad at them for fucking all of these, but I can't seem to get mad because I mean they're selling, but they're sold out. They're continuously sold out. I thought they restocked when they would have more announced, but you have to click the in stock button and make sure that you can at least purchase one or two things for your new console. Ooh, Broken Sword. If you like little point and click adventures, Broken Sword's a good one to go through. But I can go on and on and on about Evercade. Plus, this is just one retailer. I'm sure other retailers aren't sold out. Amazon sold out? Actually, I can't do Amazon because there's names there. But I will look later. Badoop, badoop, badoop. There we go. Next up on the list, Winnie the Pooh Black Honey. I guess Winnie the Pooh hit public domain. What was it? The earlier
A
this
couple years
year?
back.
Couple years
No, it was
back?
a couple years back because we got the
The
Winnie the Pooh
blood,
horror movies.
the Blood and Honey. Right.
Yeah.
Well, I guess a couple of years in development. Winnie the Pooh Black Honey is an open world survival where you are trying to cure Winnie from his strange affliction. However, you can eat bananas and throw down the banana peels to cause him to slip up a little bit. You get black honey in order to upgrade your equipment. It's got a full mapping system, a ping system, so that way you can go to specific areas. Um, it seems to have dynamic shadows, so that way you can hide in them. Piglet looks a little strange in this, but I guess it's supposed to be a horror game. I don't know what to think about it, but it's just something I wanted to mention that it was like
I think it's
easily.
interesting how much everyone wants to do horror versions of these childhood things when they hit public domain, because it was like, so it like really kicked off with the Winnie the Pooh thing, the Blood and Honey, because that like immediately like people started doing it. You know, you had someone do it with the Grinch. You had the sequel to Blood and Honey. They decided to make a whole universe, Bambi, Pinocchio, yada yada yada. And it's not the first time Pinocchio's been done horror, but you know what I mean. Um, and then it was to the point that people had gone through and made entire horror films pretty much before the public domain for Steamboat Willie ended, so that the day that it ended, they could drop their trailers
Yeah.
for their horror versions of Steamboat Willie and whatnot. And it's just interesting to me, and now we got this game, how much people, for some reason, really enjoy making horror versions of these childhood things. And I'm not saying anything negative about it. It's just fascinating to me.
It is very interesting. It's the fact that they're also using the name. It's straight up the name. They're changing nothing about it. But a new fishing system that I've never seen before, an upgrade tree. They took a lot of care and time into this. Yeah.
Next year will be interesting. Some of the big things, All Quiet on the Western Front hits public domain. The early Betty Boop cartoons. So I'm sure people are going to make some fucked up stuff with that.
I hope.
Pluto, the like early version of Pluto.
Oh.
The early works of Nancy Drew.
I don't see a
Clarabelle
negative
the
coming
cow.
from that. I hope nothing negative comes out of the Nancy Drew stuff.
No, you know the Nancy Drew thing. Like, there's already a lot done with that. Like, we've already had like the darker side and like not so dark side of and Nancy Drew get made and whatnot. If anything, I think you'll get a lot more people doing their take on it. I don't know that we'll necessarily see anything dark, but you might get a few of them. But Clarabelle Cow's also coming up, and then there's some there's another book, The Castle, and some music and stuff.
Okay.
If you go to Wikipedia, they normally have a good list. But there's also License Global. We'll also do a list of public domain stuff. So.
Oh, all right. Domain. Is it like if you just?
You don't have to. I'm just saying, like for the listeners and whatnot, like you can normally get a good list of like what's coming up to the domain, because it's not based off of the month. I don't think it's just purely based off the year. So I think everything is, what was it, 1926?
Oh.
I think that's how it works. It's 100 years, right?
For a book, yeah. 100 years.
So.
Well. I've been okay with Fortnite ever since this season started off with gorillas and all that. Well, Quincy says we've had Peacemaker in Fortnite, but I don't.
I thought we did.
I don't know, but even still, they're showing all this off, and Unhelmeted does look very John Cena in Fortnite. Now we have John Cena, The Rock, Cody Rhodes. I think Bianca Belair and the Mon, Becky Lynch are all in Fortnite. I'm curious to know how far they'll go into. Oh, and Undertaker. I forgot about the Undertaker. I'm wondering how far they'll go in the wrestling area of the the games as far as right now. But aside from Peacemaker, he is also getting Eagly, his eagle, as a back bling. And his season 1 opening dance as an emote. That's all I've seen. However, we are also getting a Sonic and Shadow Fortnite kicks. I've not really been a big fan of the Shadow shoes or Sonic shoes, but I know there are a lot of people who enjoy them, and so I can foresee those doing very well. Also, in the 1989 Batmobile will be available in the Fortnite store as well as in Rocket League. There was a bunch of other little hints and whispers, but I'm going to leave that until either confirmation or otherwise, considering most of these are just whispers, and I want confirmation first. Any other gaming things you got, Q?
Don't think so.
Okay, then it's time
Oh,
for
we did get something new on Game Pass, didn't we?
Oh, I forgot to look. Let me go bring it up.
Hold on, I've got it right here.
You got it right there.
Paw Patrol World.
Oh, yay! Couldn't say I was too excited for that one, but glad that it's.
Hey man, you got to make games for the kids too.
Honestly, I would throw Silk Song at him. It's on Game Pass.
Sweat, little one.
Yeah, I want you to get good.
Get right in your son's face. Get good.
Yeah, 106,000 people are currently playing Silk Song on Steam right now.
That is impressive numbers.
Yep.
Did you hear about the pirators who were refusing to pirate it?
I did not.
Yeah, so a bunch of pirators were like, "Yeah, no, this game deserves to be bought. It's only $20. We're not gonna promote pirating this one."
Good.
And then they had the announcement of the new Borderlands is gonna have what's that anti-pirating thing begins with a D.
Oh, there's a few of those that start with a D. There's
I can't think of the name.
hang on. Denuvo?
Denuvo.
Okay, yeah.
It'll feature Denuvo, DRM, and Symbiont.
Yeah. For those who don't know,
And go ahead.
For those who don't know, Denuvo, I've had an issue with back in the day with I think Borderlands 2, where it latches onto your system to 32 to make sure that you are not cheating. So be aware of this.
So yeah, they've got that to stop the cracking, and then they've got the symbiote, however you want to say it, because they spell it weird. For internal code properties for anti-tamper tech, and the general reaction from pirators has been, "We weren't going to try to crack that game anyways. Nobody wants it."
Yeah. Apparently, it's still number one in the pre-orders, and as of tomorrow at noon our time, it will be available to play. And I've already gotten the whims through other Discord servers. There are a lot
I
of people
feel like
that are excited.
Pre-order numbers. Like I don't get me wrong. I'm not disagreeing with you that there are people excited. There are people out there ordering it. I really hope that it has underperforming sales though compared to previous games because Ranger Pitchford. But I do feel like pre-order numbers, when companies sit there and go, "Oh, we get the pre-order numbers, we get the pre-order numbers." I feel like it's when studios tell you how much it costs to make a movie when they're trying to sell it to your streaming service, your distribution service, TV channels, so on and so forth. This is a $60 million movie. This is a $90 million movie. This is a $100 million movie. This is a $1 billion movie. Whatever bullshit. Obviously, there's no $1 billion movie, but you get my point. I feel like pre-orders is what they sit there and say to try to get people to pre-order.
Yeah.
Look, how many people are pre-ordering it? You're gonna be missing out. You got FOMO, right? I mean, come on, guys.
Yep. Yep. I worry about. I mean, I like Borderlands. I love Borderlands as both concept and gameplay, but man, oh man, does Randy Perchford really piss me off. I just have the hate goggles on for that guy. I really don't want to support him, but glad that people are gonna like the game if they like the game. I received an email from being a part of the Gearbox thing. Let me go and nab it real quick. Um, Here we go. Yeah, choose your upcoming character that you're gonna play in Borderlands 4, and it's the four characters, and it has already like the prerequisite numbers of the one people want to choose. And of course, I'm gonna choose the. Hang on, can I actually show this without doxing myself?
Doxing yourself. Here
Um,
is my social security number, my date of birth, my blood type, my eye color, my height.
Hold on, let me. Okay, so I can do it. I just gotta be very cautious about it.
For anyone that wants to know any of that information about Justin, I will sell it all to you if the price is right.
Oh, I can just click the link. Here we go. Cool. I just clicked the link. Fuck it. Uh, it doesn't have the numbers. But it does have all the skill trees. It has all of the information if you're wanting to already get the know-how about it. They did this with Borderlands 2 and 3 if you want to know about their skill trees and the characters. However, on the email it shows 5,400 pick this person, 3,200 pick this person. But I will say, those numbers have changed. They used to have 5 digits instead of 4. I don't know what caused them to
Oh,
go. I don't know what caused them to go down, but they did.
what company makes Borderlands?
Gearbox and 2K
That's right.
publishes it.
How many employees?
I'm on the Forge Knight, Harlow, the Gravatar, and Rafa. Wait a minute, there's a fourth one. There's a fourth one.
There's an estimation of approximately 540 employees as of
Oh,
August of this year at Gearbox. So I guess it's not possible that those numbers are fudged by employees, but how many times can you vote?
Siren.
I'm not saying that that they're doing that. I am
No.
saying that if this turns out to be the lowest performing in a while for them, then I'm not surprised.
Right. Now, I mean, I've seen the full big, huge gameplay thing that they had during the last state of play, not the one that just came up, but the one before that. They showed a lot of the really cool abilities that each of the characters have, and I said, okay, they actually took the skill trees to heart and actually made them a little bit more boisterous and a little bit more heavy. And I said, okay, they took what was causing the Borderlands 3 an issue because having just the single line skill tree and not having a lot of maneuverability per character was dumb. You had the meta build, that's it. Now there's a little bit more of openness, and I did say I would buy this on sale, but I will not pay $70 for this. I'm sorry. I do not see this as a $70 game, especially when it's supporting that dumb son of a bitch.
So here's some of the numbers.
Okay.
Borderlands, the first one sold
Yeah.
6 million units.
Okay.
The second one sold 30 million.
That sounds about right. 2 is
They
fantastic.
they didn't list figures for the pre-sequel,
Mm,
and they had 8 million drop off for the third, coming in at 22 million units. Specific sale figures are not included for Tiny Tina's Wonderland, but 40% of the players were new to the franchise.
okay.
So there's that. I didn't buy Tiny Tina. I got access to it through you. So I mean, if you think about the fact that I bought 1, 2, the pre-sequel, 3, but didn't buy Tiny Tina, it is interesting there.
Mhm.
And then currently upcoming figures, no sales figures available for the upcoming title, but predictions suggest that it will push the franchise past the 100 million units sold, but that's the franchise. So we're at 30, 50, we're at about 60 million units currently for the franchise, not counting Tiny Tina and not counting the Handsome Collection or Tales of the Borderlands.
Well, Tails is Telltale, and I wouldn't count that anyway.
Yeah, but it's part of the franchise.
Mm,
They're saying push the franchise past.
that's
So it's
fair.
saying the franchise.
So,
Okay.
so that means they're predicting roughly 40 million units, which would be 10 million more than Borderlands 2, 18 million more than Borderlands 3. I don't know that it'll do that. I don't think the game's going to tank by any means.
No,
I
but
don't
ain't
know
gonna
that it's
do
going
as
to be a
well as
new.
that.
I don't think it's going to break records for most sold for the franchise itself, like as an individual.
How much? So okay, they are doing the Borderlands collection Pandora's box. They are trying to sell the big thing that you can get all of the Borderlands on. They're trying to sell that a lot more than the individual game. That I will give them a thumbs up. You know, they're not trying to sell you just the one game. They're saying, here's the big thing. Cool.
Here's something funny to think about.
Hmm.
The Borderlands movie made $31 million, which is disastrous because it cost $115 million to make, supposedly. Film ended up ended its theatrical run with $15.4 million domestically and $15.4 million internationally after a 1-month window, making it one of the biggest box office bombs of 2024.
Yes.
Arguably one of the biggest box office bombs, period, because it only ran a month too. Like they pulled it, like pulling a movie nowadays, like that's big.
And I may or may not have seen it in 4K through Twitter.
Is it one of those like really long gifs?
No.
What's really
full thing.
Wow. What's really funny to think about with these numbers is that the movie barely sold more money or made more money than the second game in the franchise, which is the highest selling game in the franchise. It beat it by $1 million. But if you think about it, the game cost, $50 to $60. The movie costs $10.
No, well, I wouldn't pay no $10.
Right. It's just wild to look at like the numbers that are all over the place for Borderlands. And I'm saying all this using a Borderlands mouse pad, mostly because it came in a loot box back when I still got loot box.
That is,
or a loot crate back when I still got loot crate.
That is fair.
It's just interesting to see this repeated fall that it's having, because that means that the movie did reach more people than the games.
Yeah,
but didn't reach more people enough. It's so interesting.
Yeah. And like going down my little Steam thing, you can see I did support that dumb bitch.
Oh yeah, I own everything through Tiny Tina.
And new the Tales of the Borderlands and New Tales of the Borderlands I had elsewhere.
Tales of the Borderlands I got for free on Xbox. I don't think I ever got New Tales. I think that's like the only one I don't own.
Okay. New Tales ran like shit, but the story was not bad. But it got fucking bombed, I think. Hold on, let me see what it says real quick. New Tales of Borderlands. Yeah, mostly negative. 31% of the 1,518 user reviews of this game are positive, which means 69 are
Nice.
against it. But there are some really good scenes in it. It just ran like shit. And I kind of blame 2K on that because 2K was kind of shoving, because this is the one that was done by Gearbox. The other one, the Tales from the Borderlands, the original one was done by Telltale. And then Telltale.
Yeah, because this was after Telltale went down.
Correct. And
then
I guess their engine, something strange, but I think it got review bombed. I'm not 100%. What the fuck was this? From a series that had plenty of highs and lows in rock bottom. Do not assume this game is like the first Tales of the Borderlands. Do not give this game the benefit of the doubt. Do not play this game if you want anything relevant.
There's talks that New Tales from the Borderlands only sold 30,000 units.
Okay. Oh, and this individual who only played it for 1.9 hours, just know, and the product was refunded. Okay, never mind. I liked its story for what it was. It just ran like shit.
We have Steam stats for Tales from the Borderlands. That's not going to be everything.
you got PlayStation, Xbox,
Yeah.
and Nintendo. But yeah, according to the Steam stuff, 789,000 units sold versus the 30,000 for the Fallout. Recently, the game had another tick this month in players. Like it back in August, it was down and it shot back up again. So people were going back and revisiting it, probably through excitement for the new game. It's not big numbers,
No.
but it's like 88. But it's still interesting to see.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like it's a franchise that was really good.
On Steam, it's called the Borderlands franchise.
Okay.
Borderlands franchise.
I feel like it was a franchise that was really good. It was inventive. The redesign, like the fact that they postponed the release and redesigned the whole thing to have this art style, really won for it. Its use of music was good. Its marketing was good. And then it became one of those things. It's like when football teams and baseball teams fail because the owner wants to come in and tell the coaches how to coach. That's what recent Gearbox stuff feels like. It feels like the owner wants to come in and tell the coaches how to coach.
Yeah, and then the Cracker Barrel change, and then they wind up changing it back, and their stock goes back to normal.
Well, I mean, but fuck Cracker Barrel for other reasons.
True that. Now, I'm gonna let it sit.
I won't be buying the new Borderlands.
Yeah, if it goes on sale during Black Friday, maybe. It has to be at least 30%. Because
One of those ones. If someone gives it to me, I'll play it.
Yeah, I will. I'll, for free. Yeah, I'll definitely play it. I'll spend some time on a free game.
Plenty of games in my life that I have never and will never played. I have never bought or touched Hogwarts Legacy.
Okay.
I have zero interest in this Borderlands game. I don't know. You just isn't. You're not selling it. You're not selling it.
I sold you on hating Randy Pitchford, the poo-poo stinky.
It's not. You didn't have to sell me on it. Like he sold me on it. You know what I mean? Like it's the shit he says and does. It's looking at some of the stuff from game to game and going, "Wait a minute, what's the actual new thing here?" You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, don't get me wrong. I do enjoy the highlight of these games where it is, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, because looter shooters is itself.
Yeah, I get that too, and all the new game guns were cool and whatnot, but after a bit, the story felt meh.
We're gonna go to a
like
vault.
The first one, the story was fine. You know, it was interesting, good world building. The second one actually gave you some substance with like the characters and like the whole, what was it, Handsome Jack, whatever the fuck his name is. Yeah. That whole storyline, that was cool. And then we played 3, and I was like, wait, after all that, we're taking off.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't play the pre-sequel. I own it. I never played it. Never got around to it.
Pre-sequel was actually really fun, comparative. It has a lot more story than one would think.
And then Tiny Tina was like cool and like a new like direction to take it with arguably the best character in the franchise.
Yeah.
But I also, part of it kind of felt like a bit of a cash grab type of thing, very much in the same way this new Nickelodeon game feels. Like it looks like an interesting concept, Nicktoon characters in a D&D setting, but at the end of the day, is it going to lack substance because they're just in there going, oh, nostalgia and D&D will sell this. We don't need to put the work in.
Right. Yeah. Hopefully Black Friday got something good. It's time for shoe news. I did talk about these shoes before. The Yu-Gi-Oh shoes that didn't really give Yu-Gi-Oh feel, but the insoles of the shoes do have a little bit more, and the clothing that comes with it is very much so. With the Dual Monsters, I don't know what the DH stands for, but the Dual Monsters down there, looks fine. And then on the front, it has
the shoes kind of have that grading to them that makes me just think of back when. Did you ever have to print an alignment test on your printer for your black ink?
Yeah, it definitely has a little bit of scaling on it, and then on the very
Yeah.
bottom, on the bottom of the shoe, it says Yu-Gi-Oh, and on the insole, it has a, I think a Red Eyes Black Dragon or a Black Skull Dragon, one of the two. Um, yeah, no, they look fine. And then further down during their talk about, they have cards that are introductory for these. And I said, okay, having cards that are actually based on the shoes that they're pushing, that's cool too, I guess. Limited edition print
It
cards.
looks like DH here probably stands for Destiny Hero.
Ah. But even still, the shoes are fine. There's not really much to make them Yu-Gi-Oh standout shoes aside from the cards that were made for them. I believe they are $210 for the white ones, and I'm pretty sure the blue ones are about the same. And then I believe they come with the card that they're supposed to be dished out with, and also the jacket, $200. Yeah, no, miss me with that jacket. I do not know how much the t-shirt is, but if I know Nike like I know Nike, 80 to 90 bucks. But do. Uh, Jordan's and Dia de Muertos. Did I say that correctly?
Dia de Muertos. Muertos.
Muertos.
My Spanish isn't good.
Mine is god awful.
Being mixed race doesn't make you good at the language.
Hell, I'm barely good at English. This very nice looking, like, deeper, more earthy mud tan color, looks pretty good with some, what I assume to be like rib bones going down to make a interesting pattern.
Yeah, I kind of like it.
No swoosh though. I noticed there's no swoosh. Um, but I do really like the tongue. Where did the tongue go? I think it's on the first page.
It's the first photo.
Oh, god dang it. Hang on, let me do this and then go back to the first. There we go. There we go. Little Scully on the
The
tongue.
lack of a swoosh is weird.
Yeah, and then on the inside it has a catchphrase of "No one gets out of life alive," in Spanish. A $100 price tag is probably going to be around here, even though it says not, yeah, the usual 100 sticker price given the special edition touches, but nothing confirmed yet. We'll probably have more about these come October. Badu. And last but not least, the Zion Williamson and Jordan Voodoo. And I actually really like the look of these. A halfway voodoo doll mixed in with like a little bit of mummy wrappings with some stitches thrown in.
It's got like the burlap to it, and then the stitch.
Some actual texture to it. Drops on September 20th. If I were to assume, probably 110, 115 for it. A very interesting like color scheme to it too. Not really a variety. It's just the color, which I can really appreciate.
The comments apparently don't.
Hell no, I'll pass. I don't want nothing to do with these shoes. Apparently, voodoo is still very much a feared practice. But
I'm getting an ad for weapons right now on the Twitch stream. It's like a banner ad on the right.
It's still in theaters, which is a bit of a funny hue.
This is the on digital now ad.
Oh,
Yeah, I got one earlier for Superman.
interesting. Over at Lego Ideas, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. I was neutral to Willy Wonka. I've never really been too big a fan, but it is very
I liked it
interesting.
as a kid. I grew up on it, but it was very much one of those like if it was on cable and my mom put it on, I would distract myself until he got to the Chocolate Factory. Once we owned it on DVD, because we never owned it on VHS. Once we owned it on DVD, I would skip until they got to the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah. Not too
As a
much
kid,
of-
I did not give two shits about the beginning of that movie.
Yeah, not too much about
As an adult, I've grown to appreciate it.
Grandpa Joe doing his sing and dance routine. Man, I'm glad you got up, but
Grandpa Joe and the other grandparents just sitting there going, "Oh yeah, feed us, clean us, take care of us. We can't walk," and then turning out to be fucking liars.
Yeah, as soon as he's like, I got money now, Grandpa Joe immediately kicks up out of bed and is like, I'm gonna join you in this delicious chocolate factory.
Mom's working all night cleaning the entire town's laundry.
Mm-hmm.
Charlie's got a fucking job.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden he's like, I can now also sing in a low tenor. I never thought that I could be. Da-da-ba-da-ba-da-da-ba-dee. No, 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 no. But it's still a good movie overall. It has all of the children, not much of the adults, but oh, wait a minute, wait. There was a figure of Augustus eating some of the
The
candy.
chocolate, okay.
I
They
didn't
got
see
like
that one.
different faces then. That's cool.
Um,
Yeah.
I also am very glad that they chose
That makes
the.
me wonder if the violet one, if you can
It's
spin her
purple.
head around and the back face is purple.
That's fine. Usually they show everything off as best they can. All the kids have their tickets, but the Oompa
Look like it.
Loompas. Um, nope. It looks more of a worried face as she's eating. But
Or
it
maybe it's
also
on her face as well.
maybe Violet. You're turning violet. Violet. It's a good movie. If you haven't
What
seen Willy
goes
Wonka,
wrong at the dessert?
the original Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, not the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory or the
Which
new Wonka. No.
I've never read the Roald Dahl book,
Mm.
but from what I understand, the Tim Burton, Johnny Depp, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is technically
The
more
canon.
accurate and closer.
Yeah.
And I know that Roald Dahl did not like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory so much that he had it set up that you can't make a sequel to it because Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is not the only book. It's followed by sequels. Charlie and the Great Glass Elevator, which we see at the end of both Willy Wonka and Charlie, but we never get the follow up because Roald Dahl hated the first movie so much that he went through and made sure that you can't make a sequel, which is why Wonka is a prequel. It doesn't use his writings.
Yeah, and I mean, Wonka was fine. Didn't really
I didn't watch it.
didn't really do anything spectacular.
But yeah, so it's interesting that the one that generally, in my opinion, and most of the people I know, very few people I know think otherwise, and it seems like you're one of these people. We go, Willy Wonka's better, Charlie, but the creator wasn't happy with Willy Wonka.
So
So.
fuck. But also that I think it might have been the fucking boat scene. That
I feel like that's probably the only part he liked. I mean, Roald Dahl's books are a little darker than people give him credit for.
Then why the heck didn't he like them? No, okay. But even still, having the sing song voice as everyone's losing their shit, and then being like,
I mean,
"This
reminder,
is
Witches is also Roald Dahl.
that is true." Okay, the one that turns the kids into rats.
Yep.
Okay, I remember.
James the Giant Peach.
I like James.
Matilda.
Neutral.
BFG, but that one's not really dark.
I've never seen.
I didn't watch the movie. I read the book when I was a kid. I didn't watch the movie. Spielberg did it.
Oh,
But I never knew it.
Okay.
It was a couple of years ago. It was a big CG thing.
A bit of an off subject. Did you know that Steven Spielberg is a huge gamer and he wanted to make a Call of Duty movie, but Activision got scared and was like,
yeah, and then sold the rights to Paramount.
I believe it's
it was.
Paramount. Yeah.
I do believe he's a fan of the Assassin's Creed franchise too, but he didn't do the movie.
Yeah,
Although,
done a better movie if you directed.
Well, to be fair, that movie's supposed to be a tie into the games, not an adaptation.
Right.
So I think that was where a lot of the confusion for people, because I didn't know that when it first came out.
I still think it would have gotten better if Spielberg directed.
Yeah, but let me check before I say this. I'm pretty sure he was the producer on the Halo TV show.
Oh.
But let me double check.
What a fucking nerd. Oh, and while I'm still on it, the Sega Genesis controller that we talked about last week, with any purchase of $130 or more, excluding pre-orders from the 8th until the 17th while supplies last. So now you can acquire the Sega Genesis controller.
Yeah, he was one of the executive producers. There's 2, 4, 6. 8, 10, 12, 13 executive producers, and 7 regular producers. Dear Lord, too many hands in that fucking pie.
I mean, the show was fine. I watched the first 4 episodes and kind of was like, I get it.
I didn't make it through season 1. I did think it was hilarious when the fans got upset that Chief lost his virginity, and I'm like, jealous? Like, what is going on? Why does that matter?
I don't know. Apparently, they like their super soldiers sterile or some shit. I don't know.
But I didn't really get into it, but I also only played the first 2 Halo games, so
I've played all of them except for Infinite, which I should probably go through.
But that's not true. I played a little bit of the turn-based one. Bless you.
Thank you.
Was it
sorry,
Halo
everybody.
Wars or whatever, the turn-based one?
Oh yeah, Halo Wars and Halo Wars 2.
I played a little bit of that, which takes place before like all the games. But yeah, so it's like he was the executive producer, he wasn't the writer or the director. He did work on that, and it's another one of those questionable video game adaptations.
Yeah.
Why is it so difficult for them to adapt video games into movies? Like, why do these like always fail?
So you say that, but have you seen any of the secret level stuff?
I haven't, but that's one out of how many?
You're right. You're right. But I'm just being the devil's advocate and pushing for the good side of it.
I'll also give you Lara Croft Tomb Raider.
Okay. And are we talking Angelina Jolie?
I won't give you Cradle of Life.
Yeah. Are we talking Angelina Jolie here?
Yeah. I didn't watch the other one.
Okay.
I think the other one was just called Tomb Raider, wasn't it?
Yeah. So the other one, I liked a lot more than the Angelina Jolie stuff, even though the Angelina Jolie was just action-packed, kind of filler-ish. I don't know. Personally, that one kind of is a gray area, but I would actually recommend that you watch some of, if not all, of the secret level stuff. Very good. Only maybe 20 minutes each episode. The D&D one is right off the rip, episode 1. I recommend that one very highly. There's Keanu Reeves in the Armored Core one that I would rewatch right now just to rewatch it. It's so damn good. There's a Warhammer 40K one. I'm not too big a fan of Warhammer, but goddamn that secret level episode of it, fantastic. Sadly, there's
one for that completely canceled game.
Concord. Yeah, I watched it. It's fun, and I was like, why did Sony can this? This has a lot of life.
The game didn't sell.
Well, I would be like, fuck it, make it free to play and give fucking costumes or some shit, because the secret level episode looked really fucking good, and now it's a secret level episode that was literally cost effective to nothing.
But I mean, if you think about it, you have all the Yule Ball movies.
I don't want. I'll fight him. I'll fight him right now.
You got every fucking movie he's made when it comes to video game adaptations.
There is one. There is one that I like, and it's Blood Rain. That is it.
You've got he did House of the Dead, right?
He did House of the Dead. He did Postal.
Alone in the Dark.
Alone in the Dark. The one that was so dark nobody knew what the fuck was going on. With I think Kevin Bacon and one other actor. Like I don't know how the fuck he got those actors. He got Keaton for something. But yeah, no, Uwe Ball is an interesting director / writer. I don't trust him with video game adaptations anymore. Is he working on anything?
Probably.
I'll fight him.
He's doing documentaries now.
Oh, you can't fuck him up. Just use the facts.
He just did something. He just produced something last year. Bandidos in Le Benz, which is, I don't know how to say any of this. It's in a different language, but it's a documentary about the Bandidos Marshall. And he was a producer on it. And has like interviews with Hell's Angels writers.
Okay.
But as a director, well, technically, He's only directed 2 things.
Oh, okay. He's just done a lot of writing and producing.
Oh wait.
Writing and producing. Am I wrong in thinking that?
Hold on. No, it was.
He's on 20 lists. He's on 20 lists of directors I don't like.
So like, it's not like pulling right on. I don't know. Like, it's not coming up right on.
Okay.
On IMDb. It's like it's weird the way it's coming up.
I got it. He was executive producer on the Rampage stuff. Holy shit! There is nothing that is above a 6.4. Hang on. Yeah, 6.4 is the highest. 3.6, 2.4 producer.
I got the director to list to work right now.
Okay. Blood Rain, the Third Reich, 3.0 out of 10. Jeez.
Yeah. House of the Dead, Alone in the Dark, Blood Rain, Postal, Blood Rain 2, Far Cry.
Like, the first Blood Rain was fine. It didn't do anything wrong, but it got a 3.0. Oh my god.
But yeah, so you got his movies. You got Street Fighter.
Okay. Street Fighter's not great.
Tekken was questionable.
Yeah. Tekken was questionable, but it had everybody true to their character. I will say that.
Let's just like glance at the Resident Evil franchise.
Okay, first one was good. I actually really liked the first one.
Nothing like the game.
True, and then 3 wound up being more like the game than all the others, but okay, sure, fine.
You've got all the Silent Hills, including the new one.
First one was...
Because the new one's already doing questionable stuff because it's got Pyramid Head in it.
Right. First one was fine. First one was okay.
Well, wait a minute, no. This is no, sorry, take that back. The new one should have Pyramid Head in it because it's what's his name?
Oh, yeah, it's supposed to be Silent Hill 2, but done in movie, right? And, wait, do we have confirmation that it's Harry? Hold on. Do we have confirmation that that's Harry?
I thought it was... Is Harry the character name? Harry's
the Silent Hill 2 guy, but I don't know if it is because he seems very... It seems like it's the Downpour character, and I don't remember.
No, James.
Oh, James. Okay.
James Sunderland creates Pyramid Head. Well, not creates, but you know what I mean.
Pyramid Head is the absolute of all grief, and is supposed to hind you for the grief of which you have caused.
Yeah, but he's connected to James, because that's the game that he shows up in.
Yes.
So yes, the new movie is James Sunderland as the character. That is confirmed.
Oh!
So this is the first time, so it's called Return to Silent Hill. So this is the first time where it makes sense that they did.
Okay.
And then you also have the thing with like the other games having the nurses, and the nurses... That's another trilogy. Technically now a trilogy. That's another set of video game movies that are questionable. Whether we enjoy them or not is not what I'm debating here. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying, like, when it comes to video game adaptations,
we have a very bad track record. You're correct, because then there's Mortal Kombat. First one, it's fine, and then you get over to Annihilation. True, and then you get over to Annihilation, and you're just like, oh.
And they didn't stop with Annihilation.
No, they didn't. I've not seen the other ones, so I don't know. I can't really speak out.
Because they did Legacy, which was the TV show.
Oh, before our current runabout.
Yeah. Because it's Mortal Kombat Annihilation. They did the TV show for 19 episodes, which was Legacy. Mortal Kombat Conquest, which was 22 episodes. Mortal Kombat Defenders of the Realm, which was animated.
Who did Max Payne?
Max Payne wasn't great.
No, but it did do good to the characters, kind of.
Definitely, I don't know. First of all, him seeing demons and shit because he took a drug is weird. It should have been Marky Mark.
It should have been Marky Mark.
So it was John Moore that directed that one. You would know him from Flight of the Phoenix, Behind Enemy Lines, 2006 Omen.
I think I have the best bad adaptation to video game into movie right here. Final Fantasy: The Spirits Within.
Yep, there you go. Final Fantasy: Spirits Within.
Had nothing to do. It talked about materia, and that was it.
And for some reason, we have ghosts that are killing us.
Yeah, I was like, I don't.
Do we explain it in the movie? Not really.
Not really. They are just there. Okay,
But
so
hey, she found a plant in an alleyway, so everything will be okay.
yeah, we can recover, I guess. Have you seen the Hitman movie?
The first one with Timothy Olyphant?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
The only issue I have with it is I have two issues with the entire thing. Issue number one.
Okay.
Him and Diana have an amazing rapport in the games, and this whole like Diana being involved in possible spoilers. Sorry, everybody, spoilers. Diana possibly being involved in screwing him over, and then very last trying to help him type of thing, and then not existing for the rest was crap.
Yeah.
Then him having this like him like kind of falling in love with this girl and whatnot. Like 47 doesn't really show emotions like that, and like the few times that we see him kind of show emotions like would be towards Diana anyways. So like those are the things where I was like, why do we do that? But the rest of it's spot on. Like the rubber duck, the fucking guns he uses, the way he kills people, the way he goes about his missions. Timothy Olyphant just acting like a fucking badass because it's Timothy Olyphant. The costume changes, the vents, like there's just so much about it that is right, but the two wrong things are like so big. Then they did the other one, which I bought and never watched. I still own it. It's on Blu-ray. My issue with that one, spoilers again. Zachary Quinto plays the CIA agent in it.
Okay.
Smith, who is someone that 47 runs into all the time in the games. They're kind of friends, kind of not, because does 47 really have friends?
Would you say
probably the closest thing he has
rivals?
to a friend? No, a lot of the times they're actually, going for the same thing. In Blood Money, he's the one that you have to save and get out of the rehab facility.
Okay.
And like, you run into him in other places too. It's like an ongoing thing that like him and 47 run into each other and sometimes help each other, sometimes don't. He is briefly in the Timothy Olyphant one. He's the one that 47 sits down with at the diner.
Oh, okay. I need to go back through that
But
movie.
what I saw, because I bought it, and like more came out about the movie, I was like, well, fuck, why did I buy this?
Yeah.
Timothy Olyphant's like against 47 and trying to stop him, or not Timothy Olyphant, Zachary Quinto is against 47 and trying to stop him, and like I think they like shoot him up with like some kind of super soldier serum so that he can, and I'm like, what is all this? Why are we doing any of that?
Okay. But now you have the surgeons, I guess I'll call it, of good video game tie-ins. Sonic the Hedgehog. I hate to say it, but the Minecraft movie. Even still, sold dramatically well.
Super Mario Brothers was better than I expected.
New Super Mario. Scott Pilgrim versus the World, the animated
Well,
one.
It's based off a comic book.
True, but it also has the video game tie-in as well, because also the video game is also making the money. But sure, well, I'll nix that one then. I'll nix that one. Gran Turismo.
Didn't see it.
Okay. Would you count Tron?
No, because Tron was a movie before it was anything else.
Okay.
It's a movie about video games, but yeah.
Okay. If I want to throw Uncharted, it got okay reviews.
It wasn't great. And again, we're casting Mark Wahlberg in roles we shouldn't be.
Yeah, okay. Until Dawn, the movie version.
I didn't see it, but I heard good things.
I have also heard good things. I heard that it's almost one for one the canon story that you would need to go through in Until Dawn. It's about an hour.
Plus, they got back Peter Stormare, so that's always good.
Oh, then not a problem. I want to watch Guns Akimbo, but I don't know what game it's about. But I want to watch. I still want to watch it. It's on Pluto right now.
You had the new Mortal Kombat that was pretty good, but the addition of the new character was unneeded. We could have told the being the Mortal Kombat characters.
Yeah.
They just cast their new Tomb Raider.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, Sophie Turner is going to be the new Tomb Raider.
Who's that?
Did you see X-Men Apocalypse?
Sophie Turner. Oh.
She's young Jean Grey.
I do not see her as Laura.
I thought the last one looked pretty spot on for the redesign, but that movie didn't sell well. So
I mean, I would have to see her in the Get Up because I do know she was in a scary movie not too long ago, and she did Adequate Trust, and she did
I know she's in X-Men Apocalypse because she's Jean Grey. I didn't watch Dark Phoenix, and I think she's in that as well. And then I think she's in Game of Thrones.
Oh, but apparently Trust didn't do so well. 25 on Rotten Tomatoes, 4 out of 10 on IMDb, 55 on Google.
Well, IMDb's are always low. It's hard to find good ratings on IMDb's, but the rest of those, yeah. But we've also talked about how much critics bother us, so there's that as well.
That is true.
Um,
There's a lot of strange adaptations.
I'm trying to think of more. I mean, they're doing the new Street Fighter, but we've even been like on some of the casting.
Yeah. Cody Rhodes' Guile is an idea. I would still need to see it, but it's an idea. And
the Monster Hunter one with Mila Jovovich.
Oh, I forgot all about that one. Do you count board games?
It's not video games. It's different. It's a whole other conversation.
Yeah,
there's also the Warcraft movie.
We don't want to talk about that.
Prince of Persia with Gyllenhaal.
Okay, that one's a rough watch. That one's a real rough watch. You can see some of the cables. Like, that's bad. Detective Pikachu, would you count?
I mean, I guess technically. Well, because Pokemon started as a manga and a card game, so I guess, I don't know. I'm mixed on that one. Detective Pikachu was better than I expected. They did make Dead or Alive into a game, or into a movie.
Angry Birds?
I didn't see it. Angry Birds is technically based off the video game. I didn't watch it.
I watched the first one. It was fine for entertainment, but I where are they at? 3? 4 now?
I have no idea. Double Dragon.
Oh god.
Back in the 90s.
Okay. Alright, we're done here. We're done here.
They made the Rampage movie with The Rock not too.
That's right.
Probably long ago now. I didn't see it.
They did a Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, I think, movie, episodical. Yeah, a movie. And it plays like the 5th turnabout, but it's very fucking funny.
There's the Doom with Carl Urban and The Rock.
This conversation started to hurt me.
And then they did the other Doom movie that through some like weird rights thing, a company was allowed to do without Bethesda's backing, and Bethesda had to come out and go, "We have nothing to do with this. This fucking rusty."
What was it? I'm ultra violent, motherfucker. Yeah, no.
Oh yeah, they did do the Need for Speed movie. I didn't see that one with
Paul.
My name, my tongue. What is his name? No, it's.
He was in
is that his name?
I think another racer. I don't remember.
No, it's Jesse Pinkman. What is his name?
Aaron Paul.
Is that him? Okay, yeah. He's the one in Need for Speed. I do believe.
Oh, I knew he was in a racing movie. I just couldn't tell you which one. After
Five Nights at Freddy's was good.
Okay,
it was all right. Like, I don't know the lore and stuff, so I left. I finished that movie and went,
yeah.
I don't know if I should be mad or not.
But it was like,
I've never.
Was it entertaining? Was it entertaining?
It was entertaining, yeah. But I can't speak of it as to whether or not it was a good adaptation.
Fair enough.
And that's getting a sequel. We're getting the sequel to Mortal Kombat eventually. Jesus Christ, they fucking dragged that out. We're rebooting Resident Evil again, and the guy's like, I don't know, some of the stuff he said. Maybe, yeah, but then he said other things that made me sit there and go, "Oh, this movie." We're getting Return to Silent Hill. We're getting Five Nights at Freddy's 2. The new Street Fighter. The new Sonic.
Mortal Kombat when that decides to drop.
Yeah, and they're talking Legend of Zelda. I don't know. I know that Nintendo feels better after Mario, but I don't know if we'll actually.
We'll see. Well, hopefully we'll see.
And then they've been talking for years, and I mean years, about Watch Dogs. But now the actors aged out of the role, the one that they were supposed to do.
So, or no, not Watch Dogs. Although yeah, they are talking Watch Dogs. That's the one I'm thinking of. Sleeping Dogs.
Oh, Sleeping Dogs, yes.
Yeah, which I would have been all over that movie if that had happened.
I still need to finish it.
It's such a good game.
I know.
They are talking Elden Ring, aren't they? Like they're supposed to be making that.
They
movie.
were, and it's still kind of in its pre-production phase, so we'll see. We'll definitely hear
And then
more
isn't
about it.
there supposed to be a Horizon Zero Dawn?
That I have no idea. Sony's doing some weird shit right now, so it's hard for me to know what the fuck they're up to.
Generally, the animateds are pretty decent. Like Final Fantasy wasn't great, but the Resident Evil ones were.
Yeah.
But those were done like in universe is the thing. I didn't see Ratchet and Clank though. Yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things where like
Very
it's just
hit or
like for
miss.
some reason they kind of struggle. I mean, the animated Cyberpunk, but again, that was in universe.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to kind of not be a part of that universe when it's there. It's literally the city.
And then you have, oh, I just had it. It's another show. It was just on the tip of my tongue. We said Cyberpunk, Witcher. Yeah, thank you. You connected the thing because it was CJ Project Red.
Yeah.
Where, from what I understand, it was good, but that Henry left because they wanted to go away from the game because they don't actually like the writing. And it's like, okay, why do we get people that aren't fans to do the show? Like that doesn't make sense.
I don't know. I really liked it. I wish they kept going. But they did the animated thing, and I still need to watch.
And then there's your background on the computer right now.
Oh yeah, Fallout. Fallout's doing
Fallout
great.
was good, and Fallout Season 2 is going to be New Vegas. So
I'm very excited.
Yeah, I mean the more recent stuff, minus one or two here or there, have been a lot better. But I don't know. I just always sit here and go,
Meh.
So
I hope we get some good trailers. But
yeah.
Speaking of good movies, Gizmo from Gremlins. It's an adorable little
third
set.
image looking. He's just showing his ass.
Hang on, let me pull up the ass image. Where's the ass image? There's the ass image.
It just looks like he's like trying to like be like, hey, look.
What an adorable little guy. $109 for going back over to the Willy Wonka, $219.99 for 2,025 pieces. Heading over back to the Gremlins Gizmo, $109.99 for 1,125 pieces. And he's got a pair of 3D glasses and I think some extra bits and bobs to add on to him, give him teeth or what have you, because he's got like extra pieces that come out of it. He has like a little latch on his backside that he can stash all these pieces. And I don't know what those extra pieces do.
Did you say teeth?
I think so. I don't know what.
Like I've ever seen Gizmo's teeth.
Like I don't know what all this stuff is. Like that is that a burger? Is it something of food? Like what is all of this here?
I have no idea what those are or what they would be for. Maybe they are just purely extra pieces.
Maybe. I've never seen a Lego set that it included extra pieces like that, unless it was like a
Socks and chat.
Yeah, it comes with pieces to shit out. Yeah. Badoo. And last but not least from the Lego stuff. Twilight has been making a resurgence lately. Twilight, the Cullen House, $219.99 for just over 2,000 pieces, where you get a vehicle, 4, 5, 6 minifigs, and a werewolf figure, which is kind of interesting. Wait a minute, where's the werewolf? Where's the werewolf? I don't give a damn about the people. Oh, there's 7 minifigures. I was off. They have a piano set, which is nice. There's the werewolf. There's the wolf is weird. Oh, man.
That looks like more of a werewolf than the ones in the movies do.
Yeah, the CG. I will never, ever in my life watch another Twilight movie because of the CG baby. They couldn't get a real baby. And that freaks me the fuck out.
Fuck. Oh my god, that's what my sleep paralysis demon's gonna be if I ever develop one. It's gonna be that fucking baby.
Probably. Whoop.
I will say the house is beautiful, and what I've seen and what I understand of Twilight, the dad is fucking great. I was not a Twilight person. I gave the first movie a shot. Wasn't for me. We have a. It looks like I got banned, but we had a bot again.
Yeah.
And then I saw one of the later ones. I know Dakota Fanning was. I couldn't tell you which one it was, but I definitely have not watched the whole franchise. I definitely didn't read. It's just not my. When I think vampires, not what I think. When I think werewolves, this is what I think. Power to the people that makes happy. It's not me.
Dracula Dead and loving it. That's my border of vampires.
I don't drink wine.
But overall, it's a nice looking set. So just over 2,000 pieces for $220. Not too terrible. But doop. Harley Quinn and Elvira come into a very fun collaboration for a DC Dynamite crossover. With not just one cover, but multiple covers. And they all look fantastic. Badoo, gonna pop that one up. Yo. This one has like a nice little colored pencil look to them.
Yeah.
And then they
So this is set for the 20th of this month. I don't know how many issues.
so far we only have the call for 2 issues. Hopefully it's not just 2.
I mean, if it is, it is. It's one of the ones. These tend to be quick, short things. Normally they don't go past like 4.
Yeah. Such ones usually only go a couple. Yeah, it makes sense. Elvira wielding a chainsaw seems like a good idea. And then where's the last one? There's the last one. Yeah, some cool alternative covers. And then they have a blank one for those who want to get one done at a convention by one of their favorite artists.
These are always fun and cool, and I've seen some amazing things come out of them, and I've also seen absolutely. And then I see also the people that just bother me at conventions where they have taken that, just asked for a signature on it, gotten the signature because they're totally going to take it to eBay.
Yeah. Also, over here on the right, they're doing Space Ghost comics. I actually am very interested to get back into Space Ghost. I like the old Boomerang style TV show Space Ghost, and then when he did Space Ghost Coast to Coast with the newer voice actor, and then obviously did a interview talk show. It was fine, but I would actually probably pick up the first couple issues of Space Ghost. Huh, very interesting. And then Lion King, but I miss you with that. Damn. Badoo. Burger King and the King Jr. meal toys are Scooby-Doo oriented. Of course, you got Scooby, Shaggy, Velma, Daphne, Fred, and Elwood. Who the fuck is Elwood?
Elwood Crane. It's supposed to be an Ichabod Crane thing.
Okay.
I don't remember. I'm googling right now because I know that they did yeah, that's what I thought. So he is the one, is the headless horseman. Spoilers. In one of the Scooby Doo episodes from what was it, the new Scooby Doo show? I think that's what they called it. They are like friends with like the ancestors of Ichabod Crane, and shows up and he takes Elwood's head. He's like stealing jewelry and whatnot. It turns out that but they've also done him as a Lego, I do believe.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But if you're a fan of Burger King and have a little youngin' during the Halloween season, this might be a fun thing to collect with them. Also, Diet Coke with Lime is returning October 6th, and I've heard people are super fucking excited for it, and I don't know how to feel about it. I've never tried it.
I
back
don't
when
want
it
to
was
try
around
it.
during
That's
the,
my problem.
what is it, 95 when it was out? No. Badoop. I haven't collected Funko Pops in a very long time, but if I were to collect Funko Pops in today, I definitely might grab 1 or 2 of these. Or maybe the Warners. Animaniacs. the Warner Brothers, the Warner sister, Slappy, I think Skippy. I don't remember the little the tyke's name, but there's Pinky and the Brain. You know, Pinky, Brain,
Okay.
the Warner Brothers dot. Slappy, I don't know. I liked her skits, I guess you can call them, her jokes, but I didn't really like her. You know?
Hmm. Some of the characters worked, some of them didn't.
Yeah. The oh god, what were the Godfather bird knockoffs called?
The Good Feathers.
The Good Feathers. Yeah. Very funny. Very memery. I would definitely do Pinky in the Brain though. But this Hallmark collectible Ghostbusters Stay Puffed glass features Stay Puffed on all three sides. One of his happy side, his angry side, and his a little bit toasty side. I like that Hallmark does these really nice collectibles. I haven't collected any of their collectibles, but it's nice that they're doing them. You usually do the ornaments, yeah?
I've gotten there for ornaments in the past. I haven't bought ornaments in years, but yeah, they do some really cool ornaments there. They also tend to have a lot of Peanuts.
Peanuts, yeah. Didn't Hallmark buy Peanuts?
No, it's funny one of those weird things. Is Peanuts is like licensed all over the fucking.
Oh. Well, even still, a nice collectible drinkware if you happen to be collecting drinkwares. Badu. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Garfield come together in a collaboration where it's Garfello and Odie. It says 7-inch figure, but I think it's supposed to go with the 7-inch figures because you can see that he's not quite 7 inches. But it has some really nice bits and pieces to it. A stack of pizzas, an excited face for those pizzas, a pizza cutter as his weapon, and Odie wearing a turtle shell on their head. A good collaboration, I do say. Not one of
I
my
like it.
favorites.
I like the art and how it actually looks like the comics, like the pizzas look like the comics and whatnot. I think it's
I like this little cover image that they had for it. The old school Pizza Hut style
yeah.
area. But holy cow! When you showed me this thing, I said, "Damn, that looks fucking amazing." A Gotham City sideshow Man Bat premium format figure. Yes, where you have the bat signal and then some really nice bat wings that are a little bit translucent, almost see through, showing off some interesting veins, and then a scary face up at the top. This one I could definitely see having just hanging out in the corner, lightly dim, super cool looking. Sadly, if you want this one, the pre-orders are up right now, $860. Sideshow figures aren't exactly inexpensive. Plus, for fans of Hearthstone, there's Deathwing, the Dreadnought Tyrant style dragon. I worry about that price tag, but I would enjoy this figure. Got nowhere to put it though. Oh, but I I like Squishmallows, and I probably should have had this over by the Gremlins while we were talking about it. But Squishmallows and Gremlins come together in a fun little collaboration. I I don't see myself purchasing any of these, but don't feed them past midnight. You know,
It's generally the best rule when it comes to them.
they are adorable. They are, of course, Squishmallows, so they're filled with their premium fluff. And I could see myself getting one of the angrier Gremlin ones rather than Gizmo. Gizmo looks a little weird in this style, but that's fine.
I mean, this one's not showing us his ass.
That is true. That is true. And last but not least, a new flavor of Arizona that I'm hoping to try in the near future: a chocolate egg cream soda flavored Arizona. I it, of course, in bold letters says does not contain eggs or cream. But I would like to try this one out. I've tried all the Arizona flavors that have come out to this date, except for the spicy ones. I think I'm gonna let those pass me by. The Mike's Hot Honey flavors do seem interesting, but not my cut of tea. This one, however, I'm hoping I find in the near future. They just
It's
announced it.
interesting, and they're doing, donations for the Tunnel to Towers Foundation. I've never been a big egg cream person, though.
I've only had, I think, one in my life, and I didn't mind it. But I'll give it a shot. It's as Arizona's standby, they are always going to be 99 cents. So I can foresee me probably purchasing it and enjoying it. But that's all I got.
That's all I got. I don't have anything else.
Okie dokie. Let's do the rundown then. Thank you guys for joining us. Remember to like and subscribe where you can. Remember to check the links down in the description for the good old Humble Bundle. The Labor Day sale is still going on over at Zenny. Go and check that out if you want some very inexpensive glasses for super cheap. Check out Hero Forge for their very strange Labor Day sale that I think ends tomorrow. Check out our socials if you happen to want to check us out in our places. We're blogging a bunch of rats. I've slowly been rat posting. Check out the Discord. Yes, hop into the Discord if you happen to want to yell at us about some random stuff. I'll be sure to yell back. And at the end of days, at the weeks, at the end of months, at the end of years, please, for the love of God, love one another. It is certainly free to do. Good night, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
And I hope Fallout doesn't fail.